Welcome, sport fans. I'm over here, over my friend Larry's place. As you can see, the nice Studio B. Half-Baked Sports bringing to you a commentary here on a couple of points that we've discussed. And my friend Larry, he's definitely better at college than the rest of us, probably even most Americans. He sits here and watches it every Saturday from beginning to end and pays attention to all the ESPN articles as well as Sports Illustrated. I mean, he watches it all. When it comes to things that I want to know, he's my source. So when he brought the whole Jalen Hurts question, I had to look into it. I had to see, he's right. Why are we not hearing from anybody about where his draft status should go? We're talking about a player who played not one, not two, all 4 seasons. He played as a redshirt freshman, if I'm not mistaken, in Alabama, 3 years, got benched during the finals, the championship game for Tua Tagovailoa. Now, that in of itself shouldn't be anything bad. That was a very good, solid team, and really people kind of went bad on Nick Saban for doing something trickery because now they had to learn a whole new QB halfway through the game. Well, now that Tua's got the starting job, he's a senior, he decides to go to Oklahoma and almost wins the Heisman with Oklahoma. I couldn't help it. I go, there's got to be something missing, right? And so I went out and I picked up Lindsay's Sport Draft magazine. Is he even in the draft? Surprisingly enough, he's got a spot. They're picking him to go number 7 out of all the QBs. Now, that's still better than this other magazine I picked up that had him at number 8. Both have him going somewhere around 3rd and 4th round. But I ask you people, I'm going to read something from him. This is the snapshot. This doesn't cover his strengths or weaknesses because those are covered here too. I'm just going to read the snapshot. It didn't seem likely that Nick Saban would choose a true freshman as his quarterback in 2016. When Hurts competed in the spring with Cooper Bateman, David Cromwell, and Blake Barnett. But there was Hurts in the starting lineup in the second game of the season, and he went on to become the SEC Offensive Player of the Year as a freshman, going 13-0 as a starter before a 35-21 loss to Clemson in the national title game. Hurts' name is writ large over the past 4 seasons of college football as he directed Alabama back to the national championship in 2017 before Tua Tagovailoa came off the bench to deliver the win. Hurts was a no-drama backup in 2018, but was ready for his moment when he stepped up for an alien Tagovailoa and railed the Tide over Georgia in the SEC championship. So let me get this right. He's a starter, got benched, took it with integrity, kept his mouth shut, learned from it, and then came back to get them the title that he didn't get the year before. Well, okay. I like the guy. He's obviously got some, I don't know, what do you call that? Character, leadership. His 2019 season at Oklahoma ended in a 4th consecutive playoff appearance. 4 years of college, 4 playoffs in college. That's heads and shoulders above any quarterback in the NFL. Okay, 4th, and then finished runner-up to Joe Burrow in the Heisman balloting. For his career, he passed 9,477 yards, 80 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. That is college career. College career. So what does that break down? 4 years, that's 5 interceptions per year. And they play 13 games, not including the playoffs of college? Show me an NFL quarterback that can do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how or why this is a situation, but I'm definitely going to be digging into the draft this year a little bit more than I normally do. The Half-Baked crew, Larry, John, Chuck, Kendall, we're all supposed to do our own research and come up with our own ideas of who's going to get drafted. And for me, I know that I'm going to be needing a little bit of help, do as much research as I can, especially with the mock drafts out there, because I don't follow college like some of these other guys. But this definitely has me scratching my head, because just off of that article that's in that, I can't see why he would drop to 4th round. Second, I get. Third, plausible depending on who needs a QB. But it definitely sounds like he, above everybody, is a better talent than the rest of the sport commentators are giving him credit for. So, further on that later on, hopefully in a couple of weeks when we do our draft stuff, we'll definitely be I'll picking him going higher. Maybe that might be a surprise if they actually listen to my take, or maybe they're already doing their due diligence and going to take him anyway. We'll have to find out. The draft is coming up April 23rd through the 25th. So we're going to try to get that video out here that weekend prior. Next topic I want to cover, and a little bit brief, Bill O'Brien trying to double down on the excuse of why he traded DeAndre. I saw the article on ESPN, and apparently it was a comment made to the season ticket holders in a conference call, saying that he was demanding more money, or at least alluding to that effect. Okay, well, you stated you have 3 years left on this contract. How does that make sense? You have 3 more years of DeAndre Hopkins. He's not going to tank next year. He's like the sole receiver of your team. The other guys are supporting cast members, primarily to injuries. He's not quick, he's not flashy, but he's effective. So it doesn't make sense. 3 years, at best, you're looking at a contract year next year or the year after to negotiate an extension or a new contract. So it looks again like Bill O'Brien knows he made a mistake. He's just trying to cover his bases and feed us his line and spin to make it seem not as bad. Anybody that can do a little bit of research can see he's still full of it. So, gentlemen, ladies, sport fans, I'm interested. Let me hear your take on this scenario. And please leave a comment, leave feedback, do a video. We want to hear from you. And on that note, we're out.